Hi there. I made it back tonight. So, what I wanted to show was this. It's on the 8chan boards. Welcome to Patriots Awoken on a blah blah blah. This is about the National Solar Observatory. And the interesting thing is there's a lot of theories about why the FBI shut it down. They literally shut the observatory, the post office, just everything around there. It became a ghost town, and there was a lot of people thinking, oh, they saw something up in space. There was all kinds of different theories. Somebody leaked something that they shouldn't have about what's going on in space, etc. And then the one to me that seems the most plausible is that potentially there was spying going on from the Chinese or from somebody, but that's the one that I gravitated towards, but who knows, it hasn't really truthfully come out yet. So anyway, I found this really interesting. I thought I'd share it with everybody. This is from Anonymous, and it was posted September 15th, or last Saturday. It starts out, what most are missing is that natural events have always been planned to be part of this awakening. It has been planned for thousands of years and timed quite expertly to coincide with the event they knew was coming. You cannot separate Q from the larger awakening that Q and Trump are one part of. There are other parts, and they are all connected. These events are cyclical and were expected around this time of year. My sources have expected some leaks to get out about the nature of what's up there. And yes, the main important focus here is up in space, and very natural, not ET or military. Since it was expected to leak a bit more, but was very well covered up, I have just a few tidbits that I can shed light on the important things we are missing out on. Part 2. It is orbs of some sort. Sorry, my sources are a bit vague on the exact nature of them, as this is a very big secret now, but I will work on getting more information. Orbs could mean meteor, comet, or any round or oval thing like a stellar core or other. Whatever that is natural and getting a lot of attention. It is messing with the magnetics. It is not a solar flare that we need to worry about. It also happens to be messing with localized tides. Some on YouTube state that the hurricanes are often guided to areas with localized tide disturbances, so as to act as a cover for that. As you can see from the many events in recent years with odd tidal happenings, these often just happen without cover and are left unexplained. These orbs are related to the event that you may have heard a lot about lately. Now, along with the main area of concern, you do have the usual interest by all the deep state agencies and probably some ET as well, as they always are hanging out nearby. ET interact with leadership quite a lot and are one of the more poorly kept secrets. So who knows, maybe the localization is important in a way. But the main thing that is important is that the orbs being hid now are natural events that are connected to the event that is coming. Part 3. How does this relate to our awakening in the Q team? Simple. The corrupt at the top of the power structure are far more powerful and deeply entrenched than Trump or Q ever can realistically could ever hope to permanently take out by themselves, or whatever military would join. What would happen is that maybe we would get a lot of the power players arrested and feel very good about ourselves for a few years until the hidden and very well insulated ones at the top rebuild. They do regularly, every so often, throughout the millennia, allow house cleanings to happen so that no new group rises to challenge them. My husband there. In this case, there's a very important tipping point that we are now reaching. The orbs that are causing all this commotion behind the scenes and that are messing with the planet are not going away. Sorry, I never get texts and all of a sudden I'm getting them like crazy. Are not going away. It is cyclical, and they will be back and worse next time, and the time after. The tipping point is that those in power at the very top cannot avoid asking the hugely important question of, is it worth it to stay up here and fight for such relatively trivial things? Number 4, or section 4. They know that the civilization ending event is very close now. They know that they can only keep hidden for so long. The turning point, or the important decision to make, is when enough is enough, and when to just cut and run for safety of the bunkers. to the safety of the bunkers. Now, some may ask how bunkers are safe when we can nuke them out of there. Well, for one thing, they're still more powerful than many realize. Another thing is that they have been planning for ways of keeping people out for a while. One last point is that how are we going to start a nuke war, blowing up the only safe places on the planet when a literal civilization-ending event is coming? Trust me or no, anyone with the clearance to know the full story of what is coming does not want to rock the boat so much as to do something to where they lose safety. Because of those things, the bunkers are safe, pretty much wherever they are. There are places that that might as well just be a non-extradition country. Part 5. So this tipping point is here now with the orbs, or whatever they are that is being covered up. Not everyone has decided it's time to cut and run yet, but it is making them nervous. Trump and the plan is not the only reason for the mass resignations. Everyone is different, but at some point, safety is prudent. There is no way they can know, even with the data at hand, the exact date the public will find out enough to make things inconvenient. Over the next year, with this event and more that look to be coming, it is very likely the current trend of getting out of the public light will continue to increase with anyone well off enough to afford a spot. So getting back to the point, this is important to the awakening and such an important part that it was scheduled so far in advance because pressure from us, pressure from Trump, Q, and the white hats, combined with the incoming civilization-ending event, all put enough pressure to where even the most well-hidden and entrenched ones will go and be out of our hair. 2012 Mayan calendar end of the world thing was just like a drill for this. They do drills for a lot of things. The event they use that and other things to prepare. This event, oh my goodness. Oh, I can't read this evening. Okay, part 6. I would not worry about this event much, though. While I do not have any direct Trump or Q sources, given the fact that the Space Force was brought up right in this time, I find it plausible that this is really an effort to deal with this event. Either way, we will be fine. It was a part of the plan all along, and there is also ways we can be fine. Somewhere around late 2019 and the following year or two, we should see more than enough to start getting really nervous. Just remember, when you see it, trust the plan. The only ones in very real danger are the evil ones. Their time has come. This is a brief description of the important event that is being covered up. Until the time comes when these can no longer be hidden effectively, just file this away, as all real evidence is so classified that no one, not Trump or Q, would dare release it. If I can get more details of the exact technical or scientific nature of what the orbs are, I will post it. Until then, we just keep pressing on. And a side note, I know the Chans are important as the hub and starting place of this movement. I know we are under heavy attack now, but like it or hate it, the awakening is for all mankind worldwide. In time, oh my goodness, text, go away. In time, I lost my place now. This needs to be more normie friendly. The requirement will not bend too much. As the corruption is taken out, many more options will be available. This will not just stick with the Chans, but go to all types of media and books. Preparing for that hard fight and more bands is important, but long term, this is far bigger than this. Anyway, this was a really interesting person posting on here, anonymous. And he seemed to have some information, but not give a whole lot. So tell me what you think of this. Tell me your thoughts in the comments section and let me know. Have a good night. Take care. God bless.